Now I will tell you how to define the activities. So for defining the activities, we have to go to the activities option. So activities option can be selected by either going to the left side toolbar, and here you can see the activities button. I will click on this and it will activities tab was already open. But yes, for example, if I select the WBS window and I want to go to the activities tab, so I will go to the project and here I will select the activities. So activities tab will be opened. So here you can see the existing WBS. I will create the activities under this WBS. So defining activities is the process of identifying and documenting the specific actions to be performed to produce the project deliverables. In the process, the work packages are further broken down into activities or tasks. The resulting project document is called activity list. The activity list includes all the activities that are required for the project in sufficient detail for the others to understand what has to be done. So, first of all, we have to organize the layout based on the WBS and sort by activity ID. So, I'm going to select the uh, layout by WBS. Here you can see that it has already been organized by the WBS. So if it is not organized in this way, it is blank. So you can see that it will remain blank. You can see that the window of WBS has been disappeared because we have not, if we has not organized by WBS, then it will appear like this. So we have to organize by WBS. Just simply click W, it will go to the WBS option, select and apply. The other thing is that you have to sort it on the activity level, activity ID. So here you can see this bot, this triangular button moving towards downward. It means that we are sorting the activities on the basis of activity ID. So I will define the activities in the WBS. So for example, if we want to create the activities in the milestone WBS, so we have to select the milestone WBS. Then we will add the button, add this button. It will going to create the activity name. Here you can see that the activity wizard has been opened. I have told you earlier that while doing the settings in edit preferences that if you want to open the resource or activity wizard, you have to check mark the options. So in this for your example, I have kept it unchecked so that how I can tell you that how to fill the activity wizard. Here at the top you can see that activity ID. For example, we are going to start the project with milestone. So I will mention as MLS 1000 and I press the tab button. It is shifted to the next tab. Activity name is project start. Then I will click next. Here he's asking for the WBS. So WBS is already selected right, but if you want to change the WBS from here, you can see this window and you can change accordingly. And then click next and then change the activity type. There is a lot of options, but you know that the project start is the start milestone. So I am going to select the start milestone as an activity type. Then click next. Here he's asking the dependent activities whether you like to assign the predecessor and successor here or not. But in this option, we don't want to link the activities. So I am keeping the option as no continue and clicking the next. Here he is asking for the more details like project expenses, activity codes, and work product and documents, but we don't want to attach these things on this activity here. Next, and here is we can say that new activity has been created. So by using the activity wizard, you can see that it takes a lot of time to create one activity. So if we have thousands of activities, it will take a lot of time. So to avoid the delay in defining the activities, we have to uncheck the activity wizard. So I'm going to the edit toolbar, and here I will use the user preferences. Go to the assistance tab, and I unchecking the resource wizard and activity wizard. Then I will click close button. Now I will add another milestone, and you will see that this wizard has been disappeared. And you can see that the activities has been added with a increment of 10 units. Now next activity milestone is engineering start, procurement start. So you can add the activities or milestones by using this plus button, or using the shortcut key as an insert button. So next activity milestone is construction start, project completion. So one more thing I would like to tell you, that this is not the hard and fast rule to create these milestone activities. You can describe the milestone activities according to your requirements. Now you see that project start activity showing zero duration. It means that its milestone has already been assigned. But engineering, procurement, construction, and project completion all are showing the 5 days activities. So I am going to change the task activity type. So I will go to the general. Here you can see the activity type option, and I am going to select the start milestone here. After changing the activity type from the task dependent to start milestone, you can see that its duration has been become zero. Then coming to the procurement start, I will assign this as a start milestone again. Procurement start as well, start milestone, and project completion is the finish milestone. So I'm going to change it as finish milestone. Here you can see that all of these milestones have zero duration, and the start milestones are showing date in the start for column, and the finish milestone is showing here in the finish column. Now I'm going to define the activities in the engineering WBS. So I will go to the general WBS, and I will select I will press the add button. And next important thing I want to tell you, that we can modify the activity ID in such a way that we can identify from the activity ID that whether which WBS it is being placed in which it is available. So, for example, this activity is engineering activity, and second it is in the general WBS, and here I will enter 1010. So I'm going to change the name of kickoff meeting. Then I will press the add button or insert key. Another activity can be defined: basic engineering plot plan. So here we are just defining the activity list. We will assign the duration later on. Now we are going to create the activity list in the architecture WBS. I will define the activity as engineering architecture dash 1010, and I will define the activities. For example, we have four main areas: main production hall, share. You can see that in the architecture WS we have defined the four major activities. Till so far we have created the activity list for milestone and engineering, and you can see all the activities in the WS of general architecture, civil equipment and piping, electrical and instrumentation. Now we are going to define the activities of procurement, but don't worry regarding the Gantt chart and also the start and finish date. All the activities are going to be started at the same day because we have not linked the activities together. In this exercise, just follow on defining the activities. Now we will define the activities of procurement. First of all, I am going to define the activity of procurement for equipment. So I am going to write here supply of main production hall equipment. The activities of the procurement which we have created. We have defined the supply of main production hall equipment, supply of utility buildings equipment, supply of pipes and fittings for both of the buildings, then supply of electrical equipment and cables, instruments and cables as well. Now we are going to define the activities of the construction. First of all, I will go to the general WBS. Then I will define the activity. Activity can be added by just inserting button or by using this add button. I'm going to define the mobilization of manpower and equipment. So see my activity ID notation. CN for construction, GN for general, then 1000 activity ID, mobilization of equipment and manpower, because at the start when we are going to start the construction we have to mobilize the equipment and manpower. In this way I will define the other activities. See, I have created all the activity list in all of the WBSs. You can see one by one from here. I will just right click again and collapse all, then I will do it like this one, expand it one by one. In the milestone WBS, you can see all the milestone activities. Then I will expand the engineering WBS. In this way, general, architecture, and all the activities can be seen under the WBS from here. Now I'm just going to expand all. Here you can see if you feel that the row height is low, when we can increase the row height of these activities, simply right click, go to the table font and row, and if you want to change the height, then just unclick keep current row height, go to the select height for all the rows. I'm going to increase its value up to 21. Then I will apply. You can see that the height of the rows has been increased. Then coming here, if you want to change the activities font, go there, just simply click your desired font. If you want to increase the size, just simply click on that size, apply. You can see the changes has been effected in this window. Now I will tell you another thing, that if you want to align the text in center of start and finish and duration, just simply right click, go to the columns. Here you will find the original duration. Just go to the edit column options. just align it as center. Okay, aligning in the center, it looks presentation a bit beautiful. So there is an option which I want to tell you, that you can increase the column width as well as you can align it in the center. Now you can see the changes has been done.